Well, hello. Welcome back to another episode of Tractors and Such. So, I got another project here. Like I need another one. So, this is a 1961 International Cub Cadet original. So far, it's got all the original tires on it. Original Firestones. This one, I believe, did not come factory with fenders. It's got a 7 horsepower Kohler. Trying to find a number. K161S. So that puts it as a Kohler K series, a 7 horsepower motor. I got a snowplow with it. We done put a battery in here just to save time. We're going to check a few things, and we're going to see if it'll run. Also, I got in all the literature for this lawnmower. Here, I even got all the receipts for it from it when it was new. And it's got a lot of good stuff in here. I got an operator's manual. I've got the parts catalog here. We'll go through that later on. I've even got brochures and everything here with it. But we'll go through that later on. So we'll set that right there out of the way where it won't get ruined. Let's check a couple things on here. See what we need to do to get this thing fired up. So let's check the gas tank. Oh wow. That's actually clean in there. It's pretty clean in there. Let me find a dipstick here. I don't think this has a dipstick. I think it's just got one of them plugs. Let me walk around the other side. Oh, it does have a dipstick on the end. It don't smell like gas. It needs changed, of course, but that's typical on these. I mean, you have to change them. You need to change your oil. It's on the lower end, but it's in the safe mark to get it running. It's pretty clean oil though, but I would still change it. That's good. Well, there's nothing in here. But once I know this thing will run, I'll clean all this out and put oil in it. These are really simple machines. Very simple. That's what I like about these. Any of these older lawnmowers. They're simple. And the motor does turn over, which is good. It's a starter generator, so this is your starter motor. It's got a belt that runs to a pulley and it cranks over the motor. And then when it runs, that also is your generator. You got wires onto your voltage regulator and it charges your battery. So these are really simple machines. Very simple. I mean, look at that cast iron transmission. That whole part from right here to there is cast iron. Well, I guess what I could do is check for spark. I need to hook up the battery. So, there you go. There's that. That end should go right there. Just make sure she's in neutral. Let me just hit the starter to see what it does. We got compression. Let's turn the key on and see if we're getting spark. Oh yeah. Turn the key back off so I don't burn up the points. Crank it and see if it ain't got fire. Yep. Alright. That's good. As clean as that gas tank is, and as clean as this settlement bulb is, I mean, that's pretty clean. That's just got some stains in it. No big deal. I'm debating on putting a little gas in this and see what will happen. I think I'm going to do that. That should be enough. Yeah, it's enough. Should be enough. Look in here. Oh yeah. Looks like the boat's feeling. It is. Alright. Let's try and fire this thing up. Alright, let's try it. I'm going to leave the throttle all the way down. I'm going to give her some choke. Let's try it. everything on here works so far. Alright, let's go drive this thing. Let me get her started up, warming up. Dirt choked. Still a little cold. Okay, so as you can see, I got it on the lift here because we're going to do some maintenance to this. Much needed maintenance to this because where it's been sitting for a while, we're going to do oil changes. So let's start by taking off the oil bath air cleaner. It's a 2-piece. It's got some oil in it and it's got some sludge in the bottom, so I need to clean that out. Okay. We're going to drain this oil. I got a catch can here where I do all my oil changes on lawnmowers. Got some sludge in there, but that ain't no big deal because I got a paper towel here. We're just going to simply clean that out. Looks clean in there. So let me clean this part out. Now that's clean. So what we are going to do is, I got some 30 weight oil here. I put that in all the lawnmowers that we've got. Fill it up to that line right there where my finger is. Let me set it down here on level. I don't want to put too much in it. Then, so put out that much in it. Make sure that's in the middle. That looks like it's in the middle, so we are good there. Alright, so I got the oil draining in this. I'm going to let it drain for a while, and then I'm going to put new oil in it. Okay, oil was changed. This is ready to go. Now we're going to check the oil in the rear end, just to make sure it ain't got no water in it, and if it needs topped off, I'll top it off. It turned, so that's good. I doubt it's got any water in it, but you never know. I'd highly doubt it does. Check it. Oh yeah, it's good. It is right here at the fuel level. And it ain't watery, so that's good. Transmission's fine. So that's a good thing. Alright, so that's taken care of. Let's put these plugs back in. Now we're going to get a grease gun. We're going to grease all the points on here. go. Okay, so every grease point has been greased on here, except this tire, because I got to take this tire off and put a tube in it, and the valve stem, the valve stem part fell out, and it's got tire glue in it, and I don't like using tire glue. It's got that in it, and that's just really held in by the tire glue, so I'm going to get a new tube and put it in, then I'm going to grease this one. But right now, this thing has got a grease cap right here, and you can see under here it's got a rubber line, and it goes to the throwout bearing for the clutch. So I want to get some grease. I want to pack it full. I got this grease cap packed full of grease. Same with that right there. So all I'm going to do is put it on. And it's greasing. So that's a good sign. Let's clean the excess off. Well, disaster has struck. Turn the wheel. No turning. But my grill piece has come in. My cast iron grill piece has. I got this mesh for it and everything. But I got to take this dash off so I can fix that steering box. I'm hoping it's just something simple. It sounds like the adjuster screw is out a little. It needs to turn in a little, but I have to take all this off to adjust it. So, yeah. Let's begin. What are the odds that the first socket I grab fits? Well, steering wheel came off, so that's good. It came off easy. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. All I did was I used my rubber hammer and kind of pulled up on it a little and tapped on the end of this shaft, and it came right out. Alright. Oh yeah. It's loose. I think that weld is broke or something. I don't know. But once we get this dash off, we'll see what's wrong with it. Here, let me grab the camera. I'll show you. You can see past that wire. See that little thing? It ain't supposed to do that. Looks like it just came loose. I'm hoping it did. That's what I'm hoping. And remember, this is the field terminal, the yellow wire. I'm gonna get a 7/16 wrench. I'm going to take this positive side, the coil, positive wire off on the mission coil. I'm sure I'm going to have to polarize this thing again, which is because I disconnected the wires. So now we got to get the cables off, the throttle and the choke cable. And it goes on this top hole here, right by the notch. Now we're going to disconnect the choke cable. That won't work. Alright, all 4 bolts are taken out. Just lift this up. It should come off. Alright, let's take a closer look at this. That ain't supposed to do that. Okay, so this part is not supposed to be welded to that bolt part. And somebody before me did that when they broke it. And I got a bolt here. I dug that in my stash, and I got a nut here. I'm going to put a lock washer on it and tighten it down. And we're going to see what it'll do. Good. Alright, we're going to put the dash back on. We got the steering tight. It was a simple fix. So we're going to have to help him. Okay, so we got everything back together. We're going to polarize this thing real quick. So I got the battery connected. I got the field terminal off the generator. I got the wire out of the way, not touching nothing. I'm going to put this to the positive side of the battery. I'm going to touch just the field number, the field terminal, until it sparks. There we go. It's polarized. Like that. Alright. So we did a few things to it, like I put a sticker on here. So put one right here. And put the front grill piece in. That looks good. Well, we got the wheel off. And we're trying to preserve this tire because this tire is the original tire to this lawnmower. So what we're doing is we put some glue on the tire, and we're going to see how good it does. We got some Napa Magic Cure vulcanizing cement. So yeah, so that's all we're using. tubes in. I gotta go air it up. Well, we got everything done that we're going to do to it. I'm not going to touch the paint on this thing because I like the original look, and this is an original tractor. 1961 International Cub Cadet original. So now let's go drive it. when I got this Cub Cadet Original, it came with the original manuals and books. So here's parts catalog here. It's got a list of every single nut and bolt in here for the Cub. I even got the operator's manual for it. Here's all the receipts. I got the original receipts in here from 1961, and this is a 1961 model. Even got the international receipts from the dealer. I ain't gonna go through every single one of these, but like there. There's this. It tells you how to service it and everything. So according to the guy I got it from, I am the third owner of this machine. There's some brochures here. There's the steering box. It's got the feather touch steering. That's why it steers so easy. Here's what the inside of the transmission looks like. Cutaways for everything. There's like some newer mowers that came with this. They're newer mowers, guides. There's a blue ribbon service manual for like the lawnmower deck, but I don't have the deck for it. There's the chassis for a Model 70, or the book for a Model 70, which is a newer version of the Cub Cadet Original, basically. And just mainly just page numbers, part numbers in here. You got 70 and 100. That's the next generation. You can even put a front loader on it, like what I got on the Sears. Right there. Front loader. There's just a lot of stuff in here. A lot of it. And that all came with this lawnmower. And this lawnmower originally came from Elizabethtown, or it's also known as E-Town, Kentucky. So, and it started life here. So I'm going to keep it. I'm going to try and preserve that tractor. And it's a good lawnmower. Or it's a, you could call it a tractor, you could call it a lawnmower, a garden tractor, you could call it anything basically. But yeah. So I think I'm going to end the video here. Thank y'all for watching this video of tractors and such. Now we're going to go with Paul with the devotion.
Today's devotion is Genesis chapter 26, beginning at verse 1. And there was a famine in the land beside the first famine that was in the days of Abraham, and Isaac went unto Abimelech, the king of the Philistines, unto Gerar. And the Lord appeared unto them and said, Go not down into Egypt, dwell in the land which I shall tell thee of. Sojourn in this land, and I will be with thee, and will bless thee, and for unto thee and to thy seed I will give all these countries, and I will perform the oath which I swear unto Abraham thy father. And I will make thy seed multiply as the stars of heaven, and will give unto thy seed all these countries, and in thy seed shall all the nations of the earth be blessed, because that Abraham obeyed my voice and kept my charge and my commandments and my statutes and my laws. And Isaac dwelled in Gerar, and the men of the place asked him of his wife, and he said, She is my sister, for he feared to say that she is his wife, lest, said he, the men of the place should kill me for Rebekah, because she was fair to look upon. And it came to pass, as when they were there a long time, and Abimelech the king of the Philistines looked out at the window and saw, and behold, Isaac was sporting with Rebekah his wife. And Abimelech called Isaac and said, Behold, of a surety she is thy wife, and how sayest thou, She is my sister? And Isaac said unto him, Because I said, Lest I die for her. And Abimelech said, What is this that thou hast done unto us? One of the people might lightly have leaned on thy wife, and thou shouldest have brought guiltless unto them. And Abimelech charged all his people, saying, He that toucheth this man or his wife surely be put to death. Then Isaac sowed in that land, and received the same year 100-fold, and the Lord blessed him. And the man waxed great, and went forward, and grew until he became very great. And he had possessions of the flock, and the possessions of the herd, and great stores of servants, and the Philistines envied him. Thank you for watching Cade's video today. See you on the next posting.